Happy beautiful Saturday to you. Happy International Women's Day. This is the first reading I've done outside all year. So, well, actually that's not true, but in my garden. So let's see where the energy is for you today, what we're looking at for you. I'm actually going to pull your runes first of all. So just put your mind into whatever's on your mind right now, what's going on in your life, what clarity you would like, what you'd like to know about. Okay, so what is on your mind right now? It could be where you are called to, you might be taking some time to sit with what you can trust and what you can't trust, or wondering what can I trust, what can't I trust. And there may have been something that's occurred in your life that's made you wonder whether you can trust it or not. And to do with that, there may have been some emotion that came up over it. That could have been some maybe unresolved situations or something that's been brought back up to the surface that you've just had to release that emotion for. So if you've been feeling emotional at this time, then this reading could definitely resonate with you. But what this is doing is helping you to release that emotion there, so that you can create more flow in your life. You're learning to and understanding that you need to trust yourself first and foremost. And T-WAS is there to confirm that this is a journey for you about commitment to yourself. But what it's suggesting here is that there's something that you may not be able to trust at the moment in your life, or you're recognizing that maybe you shouldn't trust it, and that there may need to be a sacrifice due to that. So let's get into this more. Free to move. That's interesting, because you've got Lagos there, which is all about that freedom, that movement, the water energy. Embrace your liberty to explore new paths. The world is wide open for your journey. So for some of you, I feel like this release that you're having emotionally is because you've recognized how restricted you felt. And this could be, I'm getting like the past 5 months especially, that you felt you didn't see any other avenues or options. You felt quite restricted in where you're at, and it hasn't been really a great place for you or really resonating with you, but you didn't really know how to change that or what you could do. But I feel like something now that you've recognized, like, I really don't think I do trust where I'm at. And so can't believe this gate of opportunity, it's opened up a whole new path of opportunity for you. Pass through the gate of opportunities, wherein new paths unfurl with boundless potential. For some of you, I feel like you might be going away. I feel like you could be going on a trip somewhere. This could be to the beach. You may live by a beach, maybe. But there's somewhere that you want to go, or that you are going to be going, that could be by yourself, to reflect, to allow that release of emotion. And going near water is a perfect place to do that. So whether that's going by a river, or the sea, or a waterfall even, but it feels like you're being drawn to do that. And if you are thinking of doing that, then your guidance is to, yes, sacrifice something else in your life so that you can go and do that. Releasing burdens. Embrace clarity and let go of what no longer serves you, allowing new insights to guide your path. So remember that trust. There's something in your life that you realise you can't trust, but you know you can trust yourself. You know, release is, I feel, in the emotion, releasing tears, releasing how you're feeling about things. And that leads to a path that is just completely about commitment to self. And that doesn't mean that you're going to be on your own. It doesn't mean that you're going to be lonely. It just means that right now there is a focus on your ambitions, your intentions, rather than being what you need to be for everybody else and anybody else, okay? And I feel like there's a situation in your life where there could be somebody you've put a lot of time and attention into, only to realise that you're not really getting that back. Or maybe their intentions aren't quite as honest as you thought they were. So let's get into the tarot cards then. So what is this overall reading guiding you towards? Is this overall reading guiding you towards? Page of Swords. It's guiding you towards, and this may or may not have happened yet, but there's a form of communication coming to you. And it's only a small amount of communication. So that could be somebody verbally saying something to you, or it could be a text message or an email or something like that. But it feels to me that the words that are spoken or the words that are written you're going to just get so much clarity from it as to what this means to you, what it is to you, okay? And the Page of Cups on the bottom there, it's going to, I feel like for some of you, it's going to highlight potentially like a naivety in love for you. So it's almost like, you know, perhaps you put a lot of time and attention into somebody else because you like to help other people, you like to be there for other people, but you've realised that maybe that's taking up a lot of your own personal time and space when you could be putting that energy into maybe your business or into somebody else, for instance, or into your children or your family home, something like that. So what is the challenge? What is the challenge with this new information that you're receiving? The Chariot in reverse. I've just seen a sign over there as well that says warning, and the Chariot in reverse. So the challenge here is about slowing down. Right now is not, even though we've got Lagos in the middle, there's movement, I feel, on an emotional level, but on a physical level, you're being asked to kind of slow things down a little bit. Take your time. There's been an effect to your personal power with this, and you have been feeling blocked and stuck. So it's giving you the time to release, because until you've released that heaviness, it's like dragging a big weight around with you. It's like until you figure out how to get that weight off, it's going to be hard for you to walk. And you've been trying to walk along with that weight attached to you. But now it's time to stop, untangle it so that you can move freely. Okay, so what advice do we have for you? We've got all the pages, seriously, we've got so many pages. The Page of Wands in the reverse position. So the advice here is acknowledge what makes you feel enthusiastic. I feel like it's saying at this time, even though you are at this space of allowing yourself to be more free, seeing the gates of opportunity and releasing this burden, now is not a time to move. Okay, now is not a time to take any risks. It's just a time to allow. We've got the Page of Coins on here as well. We've got a lot of pages coming out, which are usually the messenger cards. So it's almost like you're being bombarded with messages here, there and everywhere. You may be having a lot of synchronicities, number patterns, music, certain words may be sticking out to you. But what this is suggesting is that it's like you are kind of working on different aspects within yourself and aligning them all together. But in that alignment, it's like growing pains. It can be a little bit painful. And there are things that are growing out of your life and things that you are vibrating into your life. Okay. But you're stuck. There seems to be something here about not being able to make the transition. So you're holding on to something from the past here. This could be some kind of regret, something that didn't maybe manifest in the way that you hoped it had. You are still holding on to that. That is kind of what is holding you back at this time. So what do you need to do about that? Okay. What you need to do about that is realise and recognise that that is holding you back, that it's stopping you. Are you going to still allow it to stop you? Are you going to allow this, it almost feels like a sentimental attachment. Are you going to allow that to hold you back? Or are you going to be the emperor here and take charge, be the leader of your own life? This isn't just one thing that was available to you. There are so many other things available to you, but you're allowing this burden to block you and to stop you from being able to move forward. This life is for living, it's for enjoying. So let's not live in the past, eh? Okay, so what else can we tell you about this? I feel like we need a little outcome card for you. So what's going to happen over the next 24 hours? What is your outcome here? Okay, we've got the Six of Cups in the reverse position. There is such an emphasis here on a burden from the past, a regret from the past that is locking you in, blocking you here. So what do you need to do about it? Okay. You're not willing to change something here. There's something that you're not willing to change. So if you're not willing to change it, then maybe it's something, that's the aha moment. Maybe that's telling you everything and it's a realization of actually, maybe there's more to this. There's more that needs to happen. Queen of Cups. It's emotional, baby.